Mic check 1 2. So either someone at GameStop is listening or watching my YouTube channel, or more people are complaining about the same thing than I am. Because just for tickles and giggles, I decided to jump back on GameStop's website today and to see if they had added any more games to their promotion. And lo and behold, they had added a wide number of retro games to their buy two get one deal online. And when I say retro games, I'm talking about 90s games. So NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, original Game Boy Color, things like that. So when I saw these, I was like, wow, this is interesting. Let's see if any of these can be added to the cart. And lo and behold, a good portion of them, not all of them, but a good chunk of them were available to be added to the cart without any address verification, which kind of blew me away. So I know how these websites work, and 1 minute something can be available and then the next minute it's not. So I just kind of blew through each page of their retro games and just kind of dumped things into my cart as I went along. And once I got pretty much what I thought I would be able to get, I went to check out, and only one game needed to be removed because it was no longer available. But outside of that, every other game that I picked up was available, and the website allowed me to check out, to my pleasant surprise. Now, some of these games were some pretty expensive games. They were some expensive NES games. I picked up a couple expensive NES games. I picked up some expensive SNES games. Same thing with the Game Boy Color games as well. And all in all, I wound up spending about $400 on GameStop's website, because I'm the type of person that if you present a good product, if you have a good system, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and I'm going to buy. I'm going to be a customer. Now, I don't want to get too excited yet because I don't have the games in my hand yet, right? And I have experienced where GameStop has allowed me to buy certain games off of their website, but then during the shipping process or right before the shipping process, I'll get an email notification that's basically letting me know that the game that I purchased cannot be shipped because it's not in the warehouse or whatever the case may be. So I am not going to get too excited until I have the games in my hand, but GameStop just might be making me eat my words. And I might have to take my words back. Now, I don't know if their site inventory is updated on a daily basis. I don't know how it works, but there were games that just this morning I was not able to add to my cart that this afternoon I was now all of a sudden able to add to the cart. Again, I don't know if I'm the only one who's voiced their opinion about the way the website operates, but it seems like today something must have changed in the algorithm, and now you're able to pick up retro games and add games to your cart. I will let you know, I'm not going to go over everything that I purchased today, but I will let you know about two of the games that I picked up. So I'll let you know about two NES games. The first NES game that I picked up was the original Mega Man, so Mega Man 1 on the NES, which they had listed, I think, for $99. And then I also picked up Mega Man 5 on the NES, which was also $99. So those were two original NES games that I'm going to be keeping in my collection. These aren't games that I'm buying to sell or flip. These are games that I'm adding to my collection because, as many of you know, I'm building a retro collection. And I had a small budget that I was saving up for Super Turrican 2, but I decided that I'm not going to do the Super Nintendo challenge, but I will take advantage of some of the deals that GameStop has. Now, I have a small NES collection, very small one, that I would like to build upon, but I'm only buying certain NES games because as much as I like 2D sprite-based graphics, some of those NES games are really bad. Like, especially the earlier ones, really, really bad. Like, calculator-level graphics, and I'm really not trying to mess with those. But I'll let you know the few games I do have. First up, Journey to Silius. I've talked about this game a few times. This is added to my collection because it does have this is, you could tell like the programming and the development, this is like right before the introduction of the Super Nintendo, just because the graphics of the games were getting better. So Journey to Silius is one game that I have. The Mighty Final Fight. So this is the original Final Fight that I have on the NES. Another really good classic that I have there. Metroid. Wouldn't be a fan of the Metroidvania genre if I didn't have the original Metroid in my collection, so I definitely have that. That's the alternate cover. Love that version. And then last but not least, Batman, The Return of the Joker. So this is one of my favorite NES games, actually. Graphics on this one and gameplay are pretty good for NES, so I really like this one as well. So this is my small but mighty NES collection, which is going to be growing once I add Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 5 to it. I did pick up some other old school retro games that I am going to be adding to the collection. And when the package comes in, I'll be happy to share it with the Y2K crew because, you know, like I said, I was talking a lot of crap about GameStop, but, you know, every once in a while they shock me, they surprise me. So I'll see. You know, the last time I ordered an NES game, which was this one, it came. This is authentic. It's in really good condition. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's in good condition for an NES game. And if the pictures that they used online for the Mega Man games that I picked up, if those are the actual game, then those games look like they're in pretty good condition as well. And I think the original Mega Man, I think I've seen that one online for somewhere in the 80s. So they did have that one priced a little bit higher on GameStop's website. But I think Mega Man 5, I've definitely seen that go for over 100. I've seen it go for 120 to 130. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of the games that I got in my purchase because some of the games, some of the Game Boy Color games I may or may not keep. But like I said, I won't spoil it for you. I'll show you everything that I picked up when it came. But again, it was really funny just to see how some of the games that required address verification all of a sudden no longer required address verification. You could just add it to your cart and you're good to go. So, I mean, if somebody could please just explain to me how that works, please let me know. I mean, I got a lot of explanations from former GameStop employees and friends who worked at GameStop, and had a lot of people in my comments trying to explain to me the logistics of GameStop and how their shipping works and where their warehouses are and where their shipping centers are and how they ship from stores. But can someone please explain to me how something goes from requiring address verification to now all of a sudden being ready and available in cart? Is it because someone was going to buy it and then they canceled their order? I don't know. Please break down to me how that works. Is GameStop hearing us complain and deciding, you know what, let's stop this before word gets out? I'm really interested to know your thoughts. It's the Y2K Collector. It's Monday. I feel good. I got some great deals today. So anytime I can get some free retro games, of course I'm going to be excited. But I'm interested to know, have you had any luck on GameStop's website? Let me know down in the comments. GameStop, stop playing with my emotions, man. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.